Let's do it. All right. Well, we are Loam Lander, and I'm Brendan. This is Kevin, and this is a really exciting day for us. This is a day that we have been looking forward to since we started our Loam Lander journey. And Kevin, do you want to share with us what has happened today?
Today, our website is officially launched. Go visit us, loamlander.com.
Yeah, loamlander.com. We are stoked.
Yeah, tons of work behind the scenes. Thank you, Brendan and Tatum. It's been awesome. Fun journey up to this point. It's just real exciting to see the future now. So now everything is moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, it's been interesting. We've had some pretty nice resources to build our website, and hopefully, at least our goal is that it's very easy for you as our client, to go through, to really understand, what our different products are, and hopefully show why we are, who we are, and why we feel like we are the very best lander that you can put your money towards and, get the best value out of what we offer. So, some of our plans on this podcast are to kind of just talk through our landers. I know in previous podcasts we've briefly mentioned a few of our other landers, or sometimes we've been even more lengthy in our discussion about those landers. But we wanted to kind of go through our product line and just let you know what we have, why they are what they are. Then also to show you and talk about some of the differentiators in why we are who we are, and what the value is what the value is when you order your Loam Lander. What are you going to get, and why is that better than anywhere else? So, Kevin, my thoughts today were that we could just show our website, and that you and I could just have a fun discussion about it, and kind of just walk through a few of those different points that I just talked about. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it sounds like a great idea. And for everybody listening, if you play on our website and for some reason you don't think it flows smoothly, let us know. We have no problem adjusting, changing it. We want to make sure it's easy for everyone. We try to simplify it a little bit just to make the buying simple. And give us a feedback. Let us know how you feel about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've every one of us in this listening audience, and even us here speaking right now, have had a lot of experience on websites, and we know what we like and we know what we hate. And sometimes each of us have one view or opinion over another, and it's just nice to hear from everyone. So please, share with us what you like, what you don't like. We're not going to be offended, and we may make a change that you have shared with us, and that may make a big difference for us in our business. So yeah, we would really appreciate any of that information. So, first, Kevin, can you see that that Loam Lander page? Here we are. This is our Loam Lander, and we specifically designed it to be as simplistic as we can, because both Kevin and I appreciate the cleanness of a website. We like it to get to the facts and get us to the points that we can actually do what we need to do while we're there. So it is very, very, very simplistic. But let's start just talking through our product line. Kevin, maybe you can go through the first couple, and I'll do a few, and then we'll just tag team the last few.
Yeah, definitely. So Loam Lander Sessions, that's our little 4-foot session bag. The whole idea for that one, obviously, is to go hit it in your neighborhood park. You can go throw it in your cul-de-sac, your driveway. It is a smaller airbag on purpose to be a little more portable than the others, and also cost effective. So we're right under $3,000 on that one. That's to your door in the United States. And we're really excited about this one. It's going to be tons of fun. We're looking forward to getting one of our own and enjoying that one, which will be here any day.
Yeah, that's going to be super fun. We're excited to have that hanging out at the Loam Lander compound.
And that one also is not a beginner bag, right? I mean, I'm excited to, 20 years ago, I was able to do a 360. So my goal is to learn a 360 back on the Loam Lander Sessions.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily an entry-level bag. It's a bag to push yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I think it's going to be fantastic. I know it's going to be fantastic.
Extra wide, extra long. Just some fun features that come with that bag.
Yeah, that's rad.
You want to jump to the next, or you want me to keep on going?
Sure. I'll talk about the Flatlander.
Yeah.
So we had a whole podcast a few weeks ago about the M35 Flatlander. And if you want all of the nitty gritty details on that, go back to that podcast. I think it was maybe podcast number 3. But the Flatlander is the pillow style of lander, and this is what most people have associated landing airbags to be, is a pillow style where you just jump off of a kicker into it and do whatever your trick is going to be, and then climb out. Once again, it's set up really, really well. So this is 18 feet by 18 feet square. It's also 6 feet deep. And that is a really deep airbag. It gives you the opportunity to run your pressures in a variety of different ways. So if you like your airbags to be super soft, where you're going to sink pretty far down as you're doing your trick, you can do that. Or if you'd like it to be a little more firm, you can close the baffles and keep it more firm. But it's a very nice airbag because it also has a full continuous top sheet. So the whole top of this bag is being fully protected, and that in turn will save a lot of headaches, a lot of issues, a lot of wear and tear on the rest of the airbag underneath.
Yeah, that bag is going to be a blast.
So maybe what we'll do, Kevin, is we'll just go every other one and work our way all the way through.
Yeah, so the Loam Lander OG, that was our original design, our original brainchild. That's where the OG comes from. Your 6 foot tall bag, your extended run out, it's tapered, it's wide, it's a fun bag. It is a bag for everybody to ride. And then those who are listening, there's also 2 big patches on the side, and they're industrial grade Velcro, designed for multiple things. We have some games planned for the future that we'll talk about coming up soon. But then also if you want your logo on the side, or you want a pro to sign it, or there's so many options with that little patch on the side. So, it could be your team's logo on the side, any kind of sponsorships that you have. So there's kind of a fun little factor on that.
Yeah.
How else should I explain that a little bit more? I mean, that was something on your brainchild. That was your idea.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that is it gives some flexibility in how you want to use the bag in the future. And while that seems to be kind of like a little petty little piece of the whole Lander puzzle, our vision is that if you have a specific sponsor, or maybe you're going to an event where you want to highlight someone or something, that you can create a panel that can be removable, and then that can come on and come off. And then you can make it, once again, so appropriate for whatever the situation is that you need that panel to be on or off.
And then those for the ones that are listening, on our website, you check it out. The first one that pops up is this bright red one with the gray top. That's one of our custom bags. That's kind of the fun story with that, is custom colors, custom logos. There's a little bit of that going on. We'll have another podcast in the near future on the full explanation of all that stuff. But it just kind of makes you get creative and look at the other opportunities.
Right. Yeah, customization is a key point of what Loam Lander is about. So be aware that's one of the rad things that we can do. So better than Mulch. This is our lander that's designed to go over the top of a dirt landing. In fact, this is the one that's back behind Kevin in his background image. A lot of mountain bikers, especially those that have been in extreme sports and are learning how to do different tricks, have always had the mulch jump be the staple of their safety equipment. Or safety landing. And the better than mulch, in our opinion, is better than a mulch jump, because it can be removed, it can be taken on, it can be taken off, and you can still use that dirt lander as your normal dirt lander. You also can get used to riding that out because these landers are designed to be specified to the different dimensions of wherever you're going to place it. These are truly a full custom bag. So we're going to be able to help you design your angles, the transition as it's coming through, the way that it's dropping off the lower edge. It just really is a very customized bag that's multi-purposed, and it just really helps you as a rider to be able to have your current dirt jump situation stay in place, and then add this particular mattress lander over the top so that you're protected when you're doing your testing of how you're going to ride it, how you're going to do tricks or whatever you're going to do on that particular landing.
On that bag real quick is for those who want to order that, it says $4,500. That price could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more based on your measurements. So make sure you measure out your landing, the width, your case pad, your length, where the angle in the transition is. You can see it right by the blower. There's that little angle right there. That's why it's so custom, and there's really no set price on it, but we will definitely stay very competitive with all our pricing.
Right. Yeah. It's going to range anywhere between that, 3,500 all the way up to whatever your desires are. It just is going to depend on what your plan is with this particular mattress lander. We truly feel that it is better than Mulch, though, and that's why we named it the Better Than Mulch Lander.
Moving into the Sugar Glider. I think that's the last name that we came up with, right? Like we had all the other names. We wanted to name all our bags like that. There's a story involved with everything, right? Sugar Glider is a flying squirrel. This bag is fun. It's 8.5 feet tall. Look at that crazy extended run out. Biggest reason if you see all our bags, that run out is if you jump on the airbag, and it's happened to all of us, you crash right at the bottom of the airbag. You are now landing in dirt. Well, with ours, we went extra wide and extra long, so you still land on an airbag when you go over the bars or slide out, whatever you were doing, right? So the Sugar Glider, over 8.5 feet tall. It's 33 feet long. It's a monster. It's designed to let you just, shoot to the moon and come down gracefully down to earth. It's going to be tons of fun. I'm looking forward to that one. We have a couple on order already, and one with a partner of ours, and it's just going to be a great bag to see what's going to happen with that one in the future.
Yeah. Well, and it's set up really nicely because it's a large lander. But it's not the crazy Jimbo that we're going to talk about just in a second. It's not enormous. So it still can be well suited for, that mid-intermediate style rider that is really looking to push themselves and looking for a lander that is more aggressive, but not so aggressive that even they are terrified to ride it.
And then kind of back to the people listening too, this bag in our picture is Loam Lander's colors, which is the teal sides, light gray top, and Loam Lander logo in black. That's kind of our staple, but again, custom. Think colors, think graphics. We can help you out.
Yeah, and think deep because it's amazing what we can do. I'm excited to show off some of our other landers that are being worked through the production process right now because they are coming out so awesome. They look really good. Cool. Yeah.
Let's talk Jimbo.
Jimbo. So let's talk a little bit about the backstory about Jimbo.
Can you click on it and open them up?
I will. Yeah. So the Jimbo is our largest lander. And this thing is extremely big. It's 13 feet tall. This particular lander is, well, here's the dimensions: 43 feet long, 20 feet wide, and 13 feet tall. This is enormous.
Look at the weight.
I know. We're at 850 pounds, and that's not including your bottom cover, the ground cloth. Like, it is enormous. It's just such a big airbag. And you'll notice that it's my background image here. And I purposely used this particular side so you could kind of see that, it is a big lander. This lander is one of those that's not designed for the intermediate to beginner rider. If you're not a full sender, you're not going to really enjoy this particular lander. Most of the kickers are going to be somewhere in that 12 and a half feet range. And, me on our little 6.5 foot Loam Lander OG and our 6 foot kicker, there are days that can be a little more intimidating for most riders. So once again, this is our pro style of lander. It was named after my dog, Jimbo. And Jimbo is, he's an American Bulldog Saint Bernard. He's just a big beast. He is the biggest baby you've ever met. And we call him a trail dog, but I think that would be very kind in his view. He's a go to the trail, sleep in the van while we go out and ride style trail dogs. Super lazy, but he's also a dog that when he is ready to do something, he's ready to do it. Like, he doesn't stop. He doesn't just, he goes and he's all in. And that's our vision for this Loam Lander Jimbo, is that when you're going for it, you're all in and you're going to just take it to the moon, and you're going to drop off of this huge kicker onto this ginormous lander and just have so much fun. He's a smiley dog. I mean, you can even see this in this picture that he just loves to smile. And I can't imagine that if and when you ride a Jimbo, you won't be smiling. It is just an enormous lander.
It's a massive bag.
It is. Once again, this one is shown in our Loam Lander base colors. So we have our teal on the sides and the gray top with the black logos. This is for one of our clients. In fact, the delivery should be happening in the next couple of weeks, and they have an enormous compound, and this is just going to be a perfect fit for them. And we have another one that's in production right now for a bike brand that we'll make an announcement on fairly soon. That they're going to be using for a lot of demos, a lot of marketing opportunities for them as the bike brand. It turns into a huge platform for them to be able to get their name out in just a fun way. So yeah, that's the Loam Lander Jimbo. It is just a super, super fun bag.
If you're a customer and you have specifics about the airbag you want, maybe you have a skinny backyard or whatever your situation is, we can custom size a bag to whatever you want. Reach out to us and we can figure out the pricing. The M35 flat, ours is huge. It's 18 by 18, 6 feet deep, like you mentioned. But if you need it bigger or smaller, we can do that. The 6 feet of cushion, obviously, is what you talked about, is to give you the flexibility of how much air you want to run in it. But we can custom size any bag. We do have one customer who ordered an OG, but narrower on purpose, just for limited space. That should be delivered in the next couple weeks to them. And so colors, sizing, reach out to us. We can help you out.
Anyways, we just have a great way that we can get things put together that meet your individual needs.
So let's talk about why Loam Lander is so great. Why should a customer buy from us compared to the competitors? And the competitors are great. They have some awesome bags as well. We've ridden them.
Yeah, we have. I mean, we rode a lot of bags as we were going through this journey of figuring out what we wanted to do, or even if we wanted to do something. And but we also always came back with kind of feeling like something was missing or something wasn't there all the way dialed in. One of those things that I quickly saw as a need was to have a ground cloth. A lot of people don't realize how important that ground cloth is. It's the first line of defense on the protection of your lander. The ground cloth is made out of heavy duty vinyl. It's the same material that your lander's made out of. It's the same material that your top sheet's made out of. So it's really, really stout. It's designed to be able to be used in direct contact with almost any substrate. So like gravels or grasses or, wood chips, concrete. It's designed so that it can take the abuse that sometimes will happen in those situations and not have that abuse be taken to your lander. The other nice thing about the ground sheet is we specifically made it so that you could use it as a cover if you're going to leave your lander out in the elements. So all you need to do is fold up your lander into a package small enough that you can cover it over the top with that top sheet or that ground cloth, and then it's protected and you can leave it out in the elements and have a lot more life out of your lander without needing to bring it into a covered or conditioned stored area. So yeah, that ground cloth is super, super important. And to us, that was an aspect that we were just not going to not do. So if you buy a Loam Lander, you're getting a ground cloth. That's how it comes. And it's anywhere between a $450 to $700 value. It's well worth at no charge. Right.
We're not charging for that ground cloth. That's something that we believe in so much that we want to provide it to their customers.
Absolutely.
Brandon, you brought it up earlier about the competition. We rode the competition. They are great airbags. That's what got us excited about starting Loam Lander was our competition. Tons of fun. But like you mentioned, when we rode them, we just wanted something a little different. There's something missing. Sometimes it was me crashing at the end and landing in the dirt. So, okay, we need an extended run out. At the very end on an airbag, you have like a foot drop. Okay, well, we need to taper that down. Got a little squirrely, and all of a sudden you're like, "Ooh, I'm close to the edge. Let's go wider." So our whole making it longer, wider, safer is nothing to do with not being fun. It increases the fun factor tenfolds, if not more. And it's just a fun way of doing it. Our top cloth, you talked that a little bit up. Any color you want, we can change that up, of course. But it's a super heavy duty vinyl to where if you're on your little mini bike, your motorcycle on it, do a flip on it, go have fun on it. It's going to hold elements. It's going to hold up to wear and tear. It's going to hold up to your bikes. It's going to hold up to you crashing. It's going to hold up to the UV rays. So, I mean, it was designed specifically for our airbag.
Right. Yeah. It's that protection. I mean, it's like the top piece of your lander, then it can be made to make you look like you want to look and feel like you want to feel. Yeah. It's pretty awesome. A few other things that are unique to us and part of the value of what you get are, first, patch kits for life. And Kevin, why don't you quickly share what patch kits for life means? And why that's, we got to be straightforward and say there are going to be times that you're going to put a little slit in your airbag lander, and that's to be expected. But we want you to be protected.
Yeah. If it comes to the point where somehow a hole gets in your airbag lander, right? So did it rub on gravel on the bottom? Please use your cloth on the bottom. That's why we provide it for free. But if you do get a hole in it, reach out to us, patch kits for life. They're easy to install. We'll have a video on how to do that as well. But at the same time, that's limited. So if you drive over it with your truck or try to use it as a pool floaty or do stuff that your airbag is not supposed to do, that's not necessarily covered under Patch Kits for Life, but Patch Kits for Life will add the fun factor to your airbag. It's going to add longevity. We want you to keep on riding your airbag. We don't want you to be bummed because your airbag has a hole in it. You mentioned earlier, Brendan, that to roll up your tarp, you can use the ground cloth as a tarp, but to deflate it, that's a pain in the butt sometimes.
It is. Yeah. In fact, when we got our first prototype bag, that was one of the things, like the first day I was kind of annoyed at is how long it took for the deflation to happen. And because you want it to be really deflated so that you can roll it up. And in my situation, we just, cover it with the ground cloth. I discovered that you can get deflators that attach to your blowers, and so we went out and found them. And now with every blower, all of our clients get a deflator as part of the package of buying your lander. Again, no charge. No charge. And now it's kind of the industry standard right now that if you are going to have a deflator, that it's an upcharge. But we didn't want to do that. We wanted to come in with more value for our landers than our competition has. And so every single blower. Now, if you have a two blower system like the Jimbo behind me, it takes two blowers to properly use it. You're going to get two deflators. So every single blower is going to come with one, and you're going to have that as a quick, easy way to get the air out of your bag so that you can fold it up and you can store it properly and you can move on with the next part of your day.
And these are all the features that we're talking about with our airbags. Why buy from Loam Lander? So at Loam Lander, why Loam Lander? Why buy from us? We talked about that, right? It's all the different features you get. You get ground cloth at no charge. You get deflator at no charge. Extended run out. We talked a little bit about that, but we extended the run out, and we're not charging you for the extended run out. We don't upcharge you to try to sell you into an extended run out. That's what we provide with our airbags.
Yeah, that's why we're doing what we're doing. Probably the last couple of things I want to hit on while we're talking about features is warranties. So we have a 2-year manufacturer warranty. And so what that means is if there's faults related to the way that your lander was built and put together, or if it comes damaged from shipping, we're going to get that fixed. We're going to make sure that it's going to be properly suited for you and that your lander is going to be usable by you. So for 2 years, we have a manufacturer's warranty. if you have a situation, reach out to us. We'll walk you through the process and work you through the process and how to get those amendments and changes taken care of. But just be aware, we have a 2-year manufacturer's warranty. And then we also have a 1-year blower warranty as well. If your blower stops working in this first year, we will replace it. That's it. No questions asked. If it stops working, we'll replace it.
Yeah, reach out to us. We'll take care of you. A question that we've been hit with a lot on Instagram lately is how soon could I get one? What's the expected delivery time, right? That's definitely one of our FAQs on our website. But global pandemic, I know we've all heard COVID, and we've heard that for an entire year now. Yeah, it's getting worn out, but at the same time, it's true. So right now, it's delaying some shipping.
Yeah. So this is in this world of large products, especially large inflatables. If you haven't ever gone through the process of ordering one of these, it's kind of hard to imagine that it will take up to 6-7 weeks for it to go through the process of being ordered to delivered. But that's actually very common. These are very heavy, very large products. And so the process is from the time you order, the lander, your lander will go into production within a 2 to 3 week time period. Then it will be shipped, and shipping generally will take about 4 weeks. Now, once again, with the pandemic, some of those times have been elevated, and unfortunately, there have been so many factors that just come out of nowhere that cause it to be delayed. So we don't even know necessarily what a delay would be. Our goal is to get it to you as fast as we possibly can. Now, if you have a specific style of project coming up and you need your lander by a certain date, we can do air freight, but be aware that that's a very, very expensive way to ship your lander. And so it would, additional costs obviously would be incurred by you as a buyer, but we can make arrangements to do air freight. But once again, just be aware it's very, very expensive.
The Jimbo behind your head in that picture right there, right? That's an 850 pound plus airbag. So just picture that as an air freight cost. And that's just kind of give you an idea of, air freight's available, just it is expensive.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to feel like one of those things that's, you're going to wait on, but isn't everything better when you wait a little bit longer? The day you open it up, it's a lot more exciting, I think. Obviously this podcast was pretty sales heavy. You have to know we are super excited about this particular venture. We want it to be extremely successful, and we want our landers to be everywhere. But more than anything, we want you as our customer, our client, our listener to feel that excitement and to know that, this is really something that we feel is going to be a super fun and adventurous way for all of us to enjoy the outdoors and to become better at our craft, whether that's a motorcycle or a mountain bike or a BMX bike. We all want to get better at what we're doing, but have a lot of fun and be safe at that at the same time. We absolutely feel like Loam Lander is the best product in the market right now. We do say it blatantly because we've ridden a lot of the other landers out there.
Yeah.
But we've also gone through the work that it's taken to get to this point, and our excitement's real. We are ready for a lot of landers to be purchased and to be put out into the market.
And follow us on Instagram. You'll constantly see what's happening, our new stuff, new partners. We're going to keep you up to date on that. Obviously, fun videos. Our customers will be posting their airbags, and we'll share those videos. So again, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. Come visit our website, loamlander.com.
Absolutely. And then one last thing, Kevin, I said this last week. I'm going to say it again. If you, after hearing this whole podcast, send us a message, either one of us or to Loam Lander on Instagram, Facebook, really anywhere, and just say, hey, I heard your podcast. We will send you patches. We will send you some stickers. We will send you anything else we have, just to say thanks for, first of all, listening to us all the way through. And then second, because we want you to get stoked about this as well.
Definitely.
All right. Well, that was it.
Loam Lander out.
We're out.